Are you listening? Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe. Feel the weight of every expectation crushing down on your shoulders. The relentless drumbeat of productivity. The endless race against an invisible clock. Tick, tock, tick, tock. You're running. Always running. But running from what? And more importantly, running towards what? Life has become a blur of motion. A kaleidoscope of constant movement. Fragments of experiences flying past your eyes. Never fully seen. Never truly felt. The world told you that speed is success. That constant motion equals progress. That pausing is a weakness. But what if I told you that everything you've been taught is a lie? What if the most revolutionary act of rebellion is to simply stop, to breathe, to be, in a world designed to consume your every moment, in a society that feeds on your perpetual motion? Slowing down becomes an act of pure resistance. Every heartbeat is a rebellion. Every breath a declaration of your inherent worth, not defined by what you produce, but by who you are in your most authentic moments. Think about the last time you truly listened to yourself. Not the noise around you, not the expectations drummed into your head since childhood, but the whisper of your own soul. When did you last hear its voice? Buried beneath layers of hustle, smothered by the constant demand to do more, be more, achieve more. But what if achieving means unlearning? What if progress looks like stillness? What if power resides in the pause? Your worth is not measured by your productivity. Your value is not calculated by your output. You are not a machine. You are a living, breathing universe of infinite potential. Every time you push pause, you're not losing time. You're gaining perspective. The world will have you believe that rest is a luxury, that slowing down is a sign of weakness. But rest is not a reward. Rest is a fundamental human need. Like water to a parched land, like oxygen to a struggling flame. Rest is not something you earn. It is something you deserve, simply because you exist. In the quiet moments, in the spaces between breaths. That's where transformation happens. That's where true power resides. Not in the noise, not in the constant motion, but in the profound silence of being. Your journey is not a sprint. It's not even a marathon. It's a sacred dance with time itself. Slow, intentional, powerful. Every pause is a revolution. Every moment of stillness, a radical act of self-love. So breathe. Just breathe. Pause. Feel the tremors of potential beneath your skin. Transformation doesn't roar. It whispers. In the spaces between breaths. In the quiet moments society teaches you to fear. You've been taught that silence is emptiness. But silence is a living landscape. A terrain of infinite possibility. Where your truest self takes root. Imagine your life as a canvas. Not a race to be won, but a masterpiece to be discovered. Every moment you've been running, you've been painting with frantic, scattered strokes, desperate to cover every inch, terrified of white space. But true art, true life, requires breathing room. The most powerful revolutions happen internally. Microscopic shifts, tectonic movements of the soul, invisible to the untrained eye. Your pain is not a punishment. Your struggle is not a failure. They are teachers, whispering wisdom in a language beyond words. Society sells you a narrative of constant motion, productivity as the ultimate currency. But what are you producing? Noise, exhaustion, hollow achievements that echo with emptiness. Look closer. Beneath the surface of your constant doing, there's a river of authentic being, waiting to be discovered. Your worth is not a mathematical equation, not a sum of hours worked, not a total of tasks completed. Your worth is a living, breathing ecosystem, complex, nuanced, infinitely expanding. Every time you slow down, you're not losing momentum, you're gaining depth. Imagine your energy as a sacred resource, not an infinite well, but a carefully cultivated garden. Some moments require intense cultivation, others require stillness, allowing seeds to germinate, roots to intertwine, potential to quietly unfold. The world will tell you this is weakness. Let them talk. True strength resides in the ability to be present, to witness, to feel, without constant intervention. Your life is not a problem to be solved. It's a mystery to be lived, a song to be sung, not with frantic intensity, but with deliberate, soulful rhythm. Slow down, not as an act of surrender, but as an act of radical self-love. Each pause is a revolution, each breath a manifesto, each moment of stillness a declaration of your inherent worth. You are not defined by what you produce, but by the depth of your presence, the authenticity of your being. Breathe, just breathe. Listen, the universe speaks in whispers, not thunderclaps. Your greatest revelations will not arrive with fanfare. They emerge in silence, in the spaces between thoughts, in the quantum moments of pure potential. You are not broken. You are not a project to be fixed. You are a living, breathing ecosystem of infinite possibility. Every scar is a story of survival. Every wound a testament to your resilience. Not something to hide, but something to honor. Transformation is not a destination. It's a continuous conversation with yourself, a dialogue of becoming. The world will try to define you, categorize you, limit you, but your essence, your true power, exists beyond definition. Imagine your life as a sacred manuscript, not already written, but being composed in this very moment. Each breath a line of poetry, each pause a profound punctuation, each stillness a chapter of profound revelation. You are not running out of time. You are expanding into time. The most revolutionary act is presence. To be fully here, fully now, fully alive. Your pain is not your prison. It is your portal, a doorway to understanding, a bridge to your most authentic self. Society sells you fragmentation, tells you to compartmentalize, to divide, to conquer, but you are whole, unbroken, complete, even in your becoming, especially in your becoming. Slow down is not a command, it's an invitation to feel, to breathe, to remember. Your worth is not measured by productivity, but by presence, by the depth of your compassion, by the authenticity of your being. Every moment you've been running, you've been fleeing from yourself, from the profound wisdom that resides in stillness. But now, you return, not as a conquered territory, but as a homecoming. This is your revolution, your radical act of self-love. Pause, breathe, be. The world will still be here. When you're ready to move, intentionally, powerfully, authentically, you are not just enough. You are everything. Breathe.